So was there ever a moment in time, because it kind of goes back to something we were talking about earlier, when someone said something to you that you really needed to hear, but boy, didn't feel good?
Yeah. Oh, goodness.
Really?
Client, and feel free to edit this out if it's not appropriate.
Yeah.
Closed on a client. They were in my farm, and ironically, I was the listing agent when they purchased, and this client a year later decided they wanted to sell, and they came to me, and I was thrilled. And escrow closed. I thought it went well. Lots of communication, tons of communication. And when it was over, they decided to strip all the light fixtures out of the house. And I somehow had to put this thing back together. Cashier's checks. It was a nightmare. And after it was over, I said to them, what went wrong on this transaction?
Right.
And the husband said, my wife did not appreciate you not picking up the phone. She wanted to talk to you all the time. She didn't want a text. She didn't want an email. She wanted to see you, and she wanted to hear from you. Big lesson.
Right.
Let me tell you. I mean, I still have kick marks on my butt, but I learned. I took what they said to heart.
Right.
In fact, I actually left him a message about 2 years ago, didn't hear back, and said, I really, truly want to thank you for telling me what I did not want to hear and I didn't know. I said, because of that, I regularly pick up the phone.
Right.
I will email, I will text, and I will call now. Check in constantly. Do you have any questions? Is there anything on your mind? How are you feeling?
Wow.
And I owe that all to him.
Wow.
And I'm really grateful.
So that's you really saying I got to be preemptive now.
Absolutely.
Don't wait for it to come to you.
No.
Get out ahead of it.
And there was a little tiny bit of a language barrier. Little tiny bit. And what I realized was I thought I was being Johnny on the spot.
Yeah.
Delivering everything ahead of time. But I was never asking them, where are you? Did you fully understand what we talked about?
Right.
Don't get me wrong. There were phone calls and quite a few.
Right.
But sometimes when you have a husband and a wife, the other spouse.
Right.
So now I'll say, let's do a conference call. Why don't you get Dave on the phone and let's do this together?
Got it.